Hey guys, some Gamer here. Time for episode 2 of looking at, well, Unlimited Edition, so it's the first set of Magic. Last time we went through the first 20 cards. All black. I think this will be all black as well, because we only got up to H. And this will be another 20 cards. Let's start with Hypnotic Spectre. A creature spectre with flying, costs 1 and 2 black for a 2/2 fly. That's okay, because it's got an effect. I mean, if it didn't have an effect, you'd want a 3 something, I guess. An opponent damaged by a spectre must discard a card at random from his or her hand. Ignores this. Oh, I like that card a lot. Oh, I love it. That's just my type of card. It's just like, here's a flyer. If you can't get rid of him, and I'll probably chuck this in black-blue because cancel anything that kills him, and you just keep discarding any card from your hand each turn. I really like him. I wish he was legal now. Lich for 4 black. Wow, that's expensive. You get an enchantment. Lose all life. Huh. Okay, well I'm gonna lose. If you gain life later in the game, instead draw 1 card from your library for each life. This seems very easy to abuse with lifelink. I mean, I just use Grotesque Mutation on something, swing in, I'm just like drawing all the cards. For each life point of damage you may suffer, destroy one of your cards in play. Creatures destroyed this way cannot be regenerated. You lose the game if this enchantment is destroyed, or if you suffer a point of damage without sending a card to the graveyard. Ooh, that's really interesting. I really like that. That seems a little powerful. Like more than a little, like extremely powerful. But it's a really fun card by the look of it. I like that. I would play with that. Seems like my type of card. Lord of the Pit. Okay, that's just Armon from Vanguard. It really just looks like someone at the Vanguard R&D saw this card and just went, I'm gonna anime this shit up. Anyway, for 4 and 3 black, you got a Summon Demon 7/7, Flying Trample. Huh, 7/7/7, Flying Trample. Yeah, that's interesting. What's the effect though? Is it worth the fatty? You may sacrifice one of your creatures during upkeep, or Lord of Pit does 7 damage to you. You may still attack with Lord of the Pit even if you failed to sacrifice a creature. Well, no one even asked. It didn't even mention it. It's like a weird thing to put on there. That's just wasting ink. Actually, that effect's really strange because it says you must sacrifice one of your own creatures during upkeep, or Lord of the Pit does 7 damage to you. Lord of the Pit is one of your creatures. Wouldn't it just kill itself before it does the 7 damage? We're going to pick up the Oracle text. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Lord of Pit. Okay. And they cut that stupid nonsense text about attacking too. Yeah, that's interesting. Original card's very badly written though. When was the last one that came out? 10th edition. Did that fix the wording? I'd hope it would, because it's pretty far. Oh geez, the art's different. Yep, that fixed the text. Mind Twist. For X and B, you get a sorcery. Your opponent must discard X cards at random from their hand. If your opponent doesn't have a... Oh, that's just nasty. I like that a lot. That's nasty. As you can tell, I like hand discard cards. That's wow. I like that a lot. I would play that. Nether Shadow. For black, you get a Summon Shadow 1/1. Must be very strong at that cost. If Shadow is in graveyard, what? Which Shadow? You talking about yourself? Or other cards that are race Shadow? What? With any combination of 3 cards above it that includes... with any combination of cards above it that include at least 3 creatures, it can be returned to play during your upkeep for paying its normal casting cost. Shadow can attack on same turn summoned or return to play. So it has haste. Yeah, it's referring to itself there. And it can resurrect. Oh, yeah, it's alright. Nice pitch card though. It's just like... pitch it, get back later. That's pretty cool. Netling Imp. For 2 and a black, you get a 1/1. That seems very expensive. Tap to force a particular one of your opponent's non-wall creatures to attack. I think walls were... Just what were walls? They were defenders, weren't they? If target creature cannot attack, it is destroyed at end of turn. This tap must be played during your opponent's turn before attack. May not be used on creatures summoned this turn. That's interesting to force things that wouldn't normally attack. They just sit on the board for what, summoning and for continuous effects and being a mana dork or something. That's really interesting. Tap it off as soon as they go to their draw phase, or untap. You could pretty much screw them over. Nightmare. Oh, this card's in the still in legal and standard. I've kind of wanted to get a deck that uses this as a fatty, to be honest, because it's a 6/6 for 6 flyer, and that's it. But it's a pretty cool finisher, all things considered, and it just keeps getting stronger. I mean, yeah, 6/6 for 6, you'll be using mono black at that point with just swamps, but it's still pretty hefty guy. It seems like something I'd want to use, just for coolness factor. And the original art's pretty cool too. It's flaming black horse. Actually, the front of the horse looks like it's hot iron or something. Paralyzed. For black, you get an enchant creature. Target creature is not untapped as normal during untap phase unless 4 mana is spent. Tap card, good. Tap target creature when paralyzed is cast. That's blue as hell. Like, everything about that is blue's identity. And they kind of named that ability here, Paralyze. Interesting. That is blue as hell. I guess the colours weren't fully in stone at this point. Pestilence. Oh god, that's a creepy image. That is creepy as hell. For 2 and 2 black, you get an enchantment. For a black, do 1 damage to each creature and to both players. Pestilence must be discarded at the end of any turn in which there are no creatures in play at the end of turn. Huh, that seems interesting. Plague Rats. 2 and a black, you get a summon rat for XX. The X's below, so the X's, are the number of plague rats in play, counting both sides. Thus, if there are 2 plague rats in play, it has a power and toughness of 2/2. Wonder how many you can cheat on board. And that's actually not that really good because you can only have 4 out. I remember reading something about the original decks did not have 4-card limits, so it was amazing back then or something, but it's really mediocre now. Raise Dead for black. Sorcery. Returned creature from graveyard to your hand. I actually think there's similar cards to that around now. I think Eldritch Moon has something like that. I mean, it's not bad or anything. You just trade it for something that died or pitched or whatnot. It's a good card, but you'd need a card you have to have around a lot to make it worth it. Cool image though. There's a pretty cool picture. I like the old magic card, it's got a lot of character. Royal Assassin for 1 black, summon Assassin 1/1. That's expensive. Tap to destroy any tapped oh, that is strong. That is really, really strong. It's just like, swing in, tap, dead. Wow, you just use that over and over and over. Wow, that is not expensive at all. That is probably undercosted at that. Wow. Sacrifice, that's a pretty creepy image. For black, it's an interrupt. Destroy one of your creatures without regenerating it. Add to your mana pool a number of black mana equal to that creature's casting cost. It's kind of crap, to be honest. I mean, there is an application if something's targeted and it's gonna die, and you just go, okay, I'm gonna kill it myself. Now I get a bunch of black mana and I'll cast an instant. But you're wasting so many cards to do that. Is it really worth it? I don't think so. Scathe Zombies. For 2 and a black, summon zombies. 2/2. No thanks. And that's in 9th edition. The original art's kind of meh, not great. I actually think the 9th edition art that we looked at a couple of weeks ago is a lot better. Scavenging Ghoul. For 3 and a black, you get a 2/2. At the end of each turn, put 1 counter on Ghoul for each other creature that was destroyed without regenerating during turn. If Ghoul dies, you may use a counter to regenerate. Its counters remain until used. I wonder how regenerate works. I've got to look that up before the next episode. Sengir Vampire. I think that's still being printed too in the welcome decks. And the deck builders took it. For 3 black and black, you get a vampire. For 4 flying. 5 for 4 flying. It's okay. Vampire. What's with alpha and these cards just saying like vampire? So it's like, which vampire? Which one? Vampire gets 1/1 counter for each time a creature dies during that turn in which vampire damaged it, unless the dead creature is regenerated. You know, if you could do the thing where it forces combat type situations, the fight thing that Green does, like a target creature and other target creature do damage to each other, that could get really strong really quick. I guess black-green vampires could work in that respect, or at least this type of ability. And Simulacrum, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. For 1 black, it's an instant. What's the difference between an instant and an interrupt? I guess one's more like interrupting an ability like a cancel. The other's just straight up instant speed. Makes sense, I guess. It's a little bit confusing. All damage done to you so far this turn is instead retroactively applied to one of your creatures in play. If this damage kills the creature, it can be regenerated, even if there's more than enough damage to kill the creature. You don't suffer any of it. Further damage this turn is treated normally. So, you just cast it after damage has been applied and you're out of combat step? I'm confused. You just push all the damage you got at the end of combat onto one of your creatures? Sinkhole for black, destroy one land. That even in sorcerer speed, that is very strong. That is powerful. Terror for 1 and a black, that's actually pretty creepy art too. Destroys target creature without possibility of regeneration. Does not affect black creatures and artifact creatures. So it works like fear, but kills things. I wonder if that should be black. Seems very strong, just kill something. Even if it's can't target 2 types of things, it's quite powerful. No, it's probably restrictive enough. When was the last time it was printed? 10th edition. Okay. Unholy Strength, this is the last one for today. An enchant creature. Target creature gains +2/+1 for black. Yeah, seems okay. I mean, no, I'm not too fussed on auras type abilities in general. I think you have to have some really big use for it, or way to keep it protected, because you're going to lose 2 cards when the creature dies. And just 2/1, it's not that big a deal. I mean, for black, it's okay, but black as in the black cost, not the black as in the color. But meh. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Few cool cards in today's lot. I'm actually wondering what it would be like to play with this set. Be interesting. Anyway, I think next time we should be up to, well, what comes after black? I think it might be blue. Anyway, see you guys next time.